Hi everyone. So we're gonna integrate x over 2 sine pi x dx today. What I would recommend doing first is liate. So identify your u, du, and your dv, and the integration of that, right? So our u will be, in this case, x over 2, and our du is the derivative of that, so 2x dx, and then our dv is sine of pi x dx. So we just copy this, right? And then our v is just the integration of sine, so it will be minus cosine of pi x divided by pi. And then after that, we can do the integration by parts. This is an integration by parts problem, and what integration by parts says is that the integral of u dv equals vu minus the integral of b du. Okay, and we can actually apply this right now. So we will copy our first function, which is the integral of x squared sine of pi times x dx, and our v in this case is this, right? So we just copy through the formula, and it's minus cosine pi times x divided by pi, and our u will be x squared, and then minus, and then the integral of v, or v will be again minus cosine of pi x divided by pi, and then our du will be 2x dx, so 2x dx. Okay, and then we follow here and we say, okay, how can we make this pretty? So I'm gonna make a note here to say, okay, make this pretty, right? Because here we have numbers and symbols all over the place. So we want to make this pretty, and we want to say, okay, x squared minus x squared divided by pi times cosine of pi times x minus the integral of, here we have minus and minus, so that will be plus. So plus the integral of cosine of pi times x divided by pi. And then here we have 2. So actually we can move the 2 up front. So what we will do is better 2 divided by pi, and then the integral of cosine pi x dx. And then don't forget about the x, sorry, I forgot. So dx, okay? And here we have another integration by parts. So I'm gonna write a comment into integration by parts again. And then, so, as we said earlier, we identify liate. For our u will be, I guess we have x, and then du we have, the integral of that will be dx, and then we have cosine, which will be our dv, so it will be cosine of pi x dx, and we have our b, which will be minus sine of pi x divided by pi. Okay, so now that we have that, we can actually put that into the formula, and we can say, okay, this is, oh sorry, the integral of cosine is not sine. It's not minus sine, it's just sine. Okay, we can copy this again. This is the original formula. We can say this equals then minus x squared pi cosine of pi x plus 2 divided by pi, and then since we already did the integration by parts, we'll copy what we have here into the brackets. So we start with our v, since this is our original formula. We start with the v, and it's just sine of pi times x divided by pi, and then we follow our u, which will be x, minus the integral of or x or v, which will be sine of pi x divided by pi, and then our du will be our dx. Okay, and then after this we can actually integrate this and we can make it pretty. So we can integrate plus make pretty. Okay, so this will be minus x over 2 divided by pi cosine of pi times x plus 2 pi, and then we can actually calculate this, but I'll just make this pretty. I'll just make this pretty first. So sine of pi times x divided by pi times x minus 1 over pi, and then the integration of this. So the integral of sine of pi x divided by pi will be minus cosine of pi times x divided by pi. Okay, and then I have another one here. All right, and then we can actually calculate this. So we can say, we copy again, minus x over 2 divided by pi cosine of pi times x plus 2 divided by pi, and then I'm just gonna multiply this. Just gonna solve this, and then pi x divided by pi, and then times x minus, and then here, minus, it's plus. So plus cosine of pi x divided by pi over 3 of pi over 2. Okay, and so we can follow this and we can say, okay, this is just minus x squared divided by pi cosine of pi x plus, and then here, we're just going to multiply here. Okay, so what this solves to is just 2 pi, and then here 2 pi, 2 pi x sine pi over pi times x, and then pi divided by 2, and then plus 2 pi elevated to the third cosine pi x, and then this will be your answer, but don't forget the c. Okay, and for the end we can write our first function. So the integral of x to the second elevated to the second sine of pi x dx equals this, right? And this will be our final answer. Okay, so you can see the process and you can see my notes in the description below. If you want to see more math videos, please feel free to subscribe and follow me. Thank you so much. Bye bye.